Hello, my name is Derrick Simmons, CEO of Youth Reinvented Incorporated, Save Our Children's Movement. I'm also a philanthropist, author, a book called Where's My Daddy? The objective of this book is to bring forth transparency. The reason why I wrote this book, what provoked me to write this book, it was different angles, different dynamics, different missions, different situations, different circumstances. And one of them was that I grew up in a single parent home. And I recidivism numerous of times, meaning I went to prison numerous of times, from juvenile to prison as an adult. And one day, my mother told me this while I was in prison, and I was talking to her over the phone. She said, Derrick, she said, I was walking down the street one day, and one of my friends, they told me, they say, Linda, they say, you don't have to hold your head down. And she looked up. And they say, all our children are back and forth to prison. And what had happened is that I had been back and forth to prison. I had just got out. Within like 8, 9, 10 months, I had went back. All this was due to me selling drugs. All this was due to me with the mindset that I had. I had a lot of willingness, but a lot of willingness to do the wrong thing. I had a lot of knowledge to do the wrong things that would get me incarcerated or bring forth destructive behaviors within my life. And I understood this. So today I wrote this book, and the objective is to bring forth some integrity to our men. It's to slim gang violence. It's to bring forth, to let our men know that they should stay inside the households. That our relationships shouldn't be dysfunctional. That our household are or has become dysfunctional. Now we're looking at our communities, and we're wondering why our communities are dysfunctional. The reason why your communities are dysfunctional, because our households are dysfunctional. What I mean by dysfunctional, I mean that our behaviors are destructive. How has our behaviors become destructive? I understand this, that one man cannot rise above his people's condition. What are the condition of our people today? The condition of our people today within our community today is that we're killing one another. Why are we killing one another? Why are we being destroyed from within and without? Who's responsible for the destruction and the behaviors of us? We can point fingers. But the ones who are responsible for the destruction of us is us. And the savior of us is us. So who are you waiting on? Are you waiting on the mayor? Are you waiting on the commission? Are you waiting on the governor, Ron DeSantis? Are you waiting on the vice president, Mr. Pence? Are you waiting on Donald Trump, the president? Who are we waiting on to come save us? Because the only one who can save our communities is us. Derrick Simmons, CEO of Youth Reinvented Incorporated. Save our children. Save our children movement, meaning in our community. How do we do that? We need fathers in households. We need daddies in their household. We need relationships. We need healthy relationships. We need functional relationships. But what mother daddy teach his child or his children? And the first thing that we said, the first thing that we said that a daddy must teach his children is integrity. Because integrity is something that we teach, and it brings the respect of a man and a woman and a child if you have this. It's not innate, so don't be naive. Integrity comes with being honest. How do we become honest? Honest is sincerity. Honesty is uprightness. Doing the right thing. Integrity is when you can do the right thing in the light and in the dark. Many of us do not have it. Many of us have not been taught it. It's not an innate ability, especially in the socialization and social psychic development and environmental growth. The socialization is ran by some people and has been created by some people so we can act a certain type of way, and we acting it out. What are we doing? We're destroying one another. And we're destroying ourselves. Why? Because we think that it's normal. Abnormalities have become our normalities. Meaning what we think is right is wrong. And what we think is wrong is right. And it's not you. It's me also. These are the reasons why I've been back and forth to prison. I was just indicted. 2009. Offered 188 months. These behaviors started when I was around 11 years old. These destructive behaviors, these behaviors that were putting my life in danger, putting my family's life in danger. But did I care? If you'd have asked me did I care, I would have said that I care. If you'd have asked me did I love myself, I would have told you that I love myself. But how could a man love himself when he destroys himself? How could a man love his children when he put his children at risk? When he leaves his children out in the streets to identify with gang violence, with drugs, with alcohol abuse? How could you say you love your children? We call that lip service. Right? Because it's in contrast with your actions. If you love your children, if you love yourself, why would you poison your body? Why would you put your life at risk? Why would you continue in these destructive behaviors? Would I say that maybe you don't know? But we are some smart people. How could I say that I don't know? But it's a lot of times, a lot of things that I did. And when they gave me the 151 months, I looked and I told myself, I said that something has to change within my life. Not something that somebody gonna change within me, but something that I had to change. And when they was telling me that it was the United States versus Derrick Simmons, and the government indicted me. And when I walked inside of the courtroom, but before I walked in the courtroom, before I even went in my mind, I knew something had to change. Because I was 34 years old. And what they was telling me that I wasn't gonna get out until I was about 50 years old. So I told myself, something had to change. No one was going to change me. The only person who was going to change me was me. Because the behaviors, the destructive behaviors that I was in and had continued to be in, I put myself in them positions. I put myself in the situations. I put myself in the circumstances. But how do I break the paradigm? Like my grandmother told me. We were speaking about the book. Where's my dad? And my father. I said, Grandma, you know, my daddy wasn't in my life. You know? She said, well, baby, you know your daddy. This daddy wasn't in his life. So when the situation comes down to it, it's like, how could he teach me to be a good daddy? And how could I teach my children to be a good daddy when I didn't have one? Now here it is, my children, they don't have one. But what could I do? Only thing I can do is move forward. Make progress. Do what I can do. Can't look backwards. Just gotta move forward. And when I move forward, I bring forth integrity. I bring forth principles. I bring forth morals. I bring forth values. And if I can instill this into my household, then this can generate out into our community. Because this is the goal. This is the objective. The reason why I wrote this book is to bring forth the goal of saving our children who are in a behavior that is so destructive that it seems like there's no help. But there is. There is help. But the first thing, who's gonna make the first move? Is it gonna happen today? No. Is it gonna happen tomorrow? No. But the process, can it start today? Yes. How do it start? It starts by you.